Hi and welcome to The Winning Factor. I'm Alan Aitken, and on this show each week we take a look at upcoming races in Hong Kong, and we try to isolate an angle to the race that might be a pointer to finding the winner. Well, Chinese National Day on Sunday at Sha Tin, and that means the running of the National Day Cup. And for the record, I think Stoltz has the right blend of quality and the right handicap, but I'm going to two different races for our purposes. The first of them, race 3, where our winning factor is the map. Now, this is a handy class 3, 1200 metres, with a couple of newcomers who have ability in Windicator Family and Galaxy Patch. Armour Eagle returned for the season at Happy Valley in good style, and nevertheless I see this as a race between two key runners in particular, Call Me Dandy and Beauty Crescent. And both of them made their reappearance for the new season in the same race back on September 10. So let's take a look at how they measured up. This is race 9 and gate 1, black and pink colours for Beauty Crescent, who was a bit slow to get going out of the gates, while in barrier 3, Call Me Dandy, also in pink colours, jumps in the air a little, but he's quickly forward into a nice spot. Now, smart riding here from Andrea Atzeni on Beauty Crescent in the first 200 metres as he moves off the rail to get into the slipstream of Call Me Dandy. But his horse does get a bit keen mid-race, as we can see on the heat map, the lead tempo slows. Now, at the top of the straight, a key point to watch here is how Call Me Dandy quickens away from Beauty Crescent, who then balances up and then runs on and gathers him in again at the line. Now, it's easy to see that and conclude that Beauty Crescent was actually the better run of the pair, and if it was a two-horse race, he would have won it. And that's fair enough too, but unlike the Olympics, they don't race in lanes, and that's why we look at the maps and we see where the edges are as far as the way a race is conducted. And when we go to the map for this race on Sunday, this time Call Me Dandy still has an inside draw and likely a nice trip, probably very much similar to that, behind the leaders again. While Beauty Crescent, we saw a touch slow out of the gates, and he has just struggled with the early speed in his other races in Hong Kong. Now that he draws out in gate 9, that almost certainly means that he will end up towards the rear. Now, we noted last time he was able to sit on the back of Call Me Dandy. This time I see him giving Call Me Dandy a much bigger start, and reeling him in looks a bigger challenge as a result. Atzeni will be hostage to the tempo and hoping that some horses drawn wide, like Northern Beaches or Naboo Legend, will press forward and pressure the leaders in the early and middle stages. But Vincent Ho on Call Me Dandy, well, he has all the options and he can adjust just how far he sits off the lead according to the pace. So the tip from me in race 3 is Call Me Dandy. His winning factor, the map. Yes, Beauty Crescent, an outstanding run first up, and certainly feel that he might turn out a better horse than Call Me Dandy, but that doesn't always win you the race. Call Me Dandy gets a better map. I think he's going to have a bigger head start, and that's the tactical edge that can reverse the placings from last time. The second race I want to take a look at is race 5, and our winning factor is the Strange Bedfellows. So this is another Class 3 sprint over 1200 metres, features a top weight Dragon's Luck with Zach Purton and Douglas White making a rare partnership. Down lower in the weights, Modular Construction is sure to have strong support. Honest performers like Compassion Spirit and Pulsar Strider will have their fans, and so will Super Winner, coming off 2 Class 4 wins already this season. But to me, the key players here are Dragon's Luck and Modular Construction, and I'm looking for a pointer in the form of the booking of Zach Purton for the Douglas White trained Dragon's Luck, and this is why. And you see this graphic, well, they were 2 of the riding legends of Hong Kong, White and Purton. Any record that isn't yet held by Zach is still held by Douglas, including 13 straight title wins, and no one is ever getting that again. Some 3,500 wins together between them as jockeys, every feature more than once, and it might have been thought when White went training that they would become a lethal combination. But their relationship as jockeys was always a bit prickly, and they've hardly combined at all as trainer and jockey, as you can see here. Not many runners together and very few winners. Now, I guess you can read that in a couple of ways. I'm looking at it positively. But first of all, let's take a look at the form of these two horses. And the first race I'm going to take a look at is from last season, and this is race 769 back in June. Now, in gate 8, dark and light green colours, Module Construction jumps well, while gate 7, blue colours, Dragon's Luck is a touch slow out. And then Lyle Hewitson makes the cardinal error of driving through for the lead after missing the start in a quick early speed. So poor old Dragon's Luck has already burned a lot of his energy by the time they get to halfway, while Module Construction, he's had it a little easier, sitting just back off the pace. Now, typical of Dragon's Luck, in the straight, he just keeps trying and really isn't easy to get past until eventually all that early work tells in the final 100 metres. Now, that was Module Construction's last race, and he's had 2 recent very good barrier trials to get him ready for his return. Dragon's Luck, he had another run at the end of last season, and then he resumed for the new campaign with this effort a couple of weeks ago. And this is race 25, once again the blue colours, gate 1. And he's pretty easy to see this time. He makes a total mess of the start. Once again, Lyle Hewitson rides him along to catch up, and in this race the speed isn't as hot as the one we saw earlier, but there's just no way through the field, and he ends up snookered midfield on the rail behind the eventual winner in the red and purple colours. While the early speed is only fair, the leaders do pick it up and get through the middle section quickly. So what that means is it's a long, drawn-out sprint really from the 800 metres. And with top weight, Dragon's Luck is able to hold his place down the straight, but he can't make up ground to get into the finish. Yet I would argue that that's as well as Dragon's Luck has ever performed, because sitting behind really isn't his game. When we go to the map, he's won his 3 races, getting to the lead and working his rivals hard to keep up through the race. Now, he doesn't have a big change of gears, but as we saw in the replay from June, he is tough to get past. So trainer Douglas White, I think, will be hoping that a change of hands to Purton here will see Dragon's Luck get out of the gates as he used to, fast and in front, and even then it's still no pushover for him. There are others with some speed, including Magniac out wide, but nothing with the pace to cross Dragon's Luck as long as Zach can get him to begin. His big danger, Module Construction, well, he has a bit of a sticky draw if he wants to avoid a wide run. He either needs to concede ground early or burn early energy to get up with the lead. But the tip for me in race 5 is Dragon's Luck. His winning factor, the strange bedfellows. Now, White and Purton are not a regulation combination week in, week out, but it seems to say to me that there's high intent here with White going to Purton to change things around for Dragon's Luck, and Purton keen to snap up the opportunity. Well, that's it from the winning factor this week. Good luck on Sunday. We'll see you next time.